Rowan Atkinson. I find it slightly sinister that a lot of people who are politically active are so dull. To criticize a person for their race is manifestly irrational and ridiculous, but to criticize their religion, that is a right. I think I am a nice person, and if I had a day off, I'd probably spend it shopping. I think the gap between Family Guy and South Park and The Simpsons is enormous. I think that comedy really tells you how it is. The other thing about comedy is that the sense of tragedy. Strong people, are very, very afraid of the sense of tragedy. Comedy is a way of swimming in that water. I think the idea of getting out of the ego business is very interesting. I think the problem with being a cynic is that you eventually get painted as a hypocrite. I don't believe in enjoying things. I think people get addicted to enjoyment. I'm very suspicious of the idea of fun. I have a problem. I'm 2.5 months away from turning 50, and I've never done anything. I haven't got a car. I don't do anything now I did when I was a student. I have been reconstructed. I don't much enjoy back and forth. I think it has its own particular qualities, but I think it's inferior to any of the half-hour ones we did. I find it difficult to do press because I don't feel that I have much to say. I hope there are people who care about the way they look. I like stuff that is funny. I just enjoy stuff that makes me laugh. I love sketch comedy. My real goal is to do something with Albert Brooks. That would be my fantasy. I stay up night and day thinking up stuff he might find funny. I do like clever and witty, but I think that the Three Stooges were geniuses. I must say I tend to play more interesting people than I meet in real life. I think I've spent so much time in front of cameras that when I'm not there, I'm not really sure what I'm meant to do with myself. I think I'd be a good studio head. I think I would be good at that. I just think I would be. Because I think I have a good eye for material, and I think I know what I like. I think it's a real skill to be able to dress funny and be funny. I think I'm shy in one sense and outgoing in another sense. I think I'm shy as a person, like a personality. I think that Mr. Bean is far more global now than it was in the beginning. I think the best comedy is tragicomic. Blackadder is essentially a very dark comedy, and so is Mr. Bean. I think there are far too many people involved in comedy who take it far too seriously. It's a craft to be enjoyed. It shouldn't be a career move. I think that I'm perceived as this annoying, cocky little person on a sitcom that doesn't deserve a film career. I don't know what to do about it. I think the hardest part of the movie business is how people in the movie business like to talk about the movie business. I think you only really feel like an outsider when you're at school. I think the characters do have a bit of the other person in them. I think that's the only way you can really write. I was from a very, very, very poor family, and I remember my father leaving the house at 6 in the morning and not coming back until 7 at night, having eaten at work. I'm a great believer in the value of drawing. Not of professional draftsmen, no one has ever much liked them, but of ordinary, well-intentioned people who draw out, people who communicate through their sketches.